Hi guys, welcome back to yet another season of the Make It Easy podcast. Let me tell you, I'm tempted to say Happy New Year, but I think it's too late to say Happy New Year, but Happy New Year. I hope you're all doing well. Oh my days, the break has been long, but we are back. Season 4 is officially back, and I couldn't be more excited. I hope you are excited to be joining us for this new season. And for those who are joining us for the first time, this is the Make It Easy podcast. My name is Shalom Meni, and in this podcast we talk about everything concerning life, everything concerning young people, and we try to unpack them, making them easier for you, because our mantra is everything is doable, just need to find a way to do it. So that's what we are here for. We make life easier, we make conversations easier, and we invite you to this journey to make life easier. So I hope you guys have been keeping well. I have been keeping well. It has been 2025 was a great year. Was a great year for me, and I'm grateful. And in the month of August, I think the last time I was here was in the month of June or July. So in the month of August, I launched my second book, Maximize Your Minimum. So please feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to visit Nuria bookshops and get yourself a copy of the same. And remember, guys, our theme for last season 3, was maximizing. So we were pretty much building up this conversation about maximizing your minimum. And for those who may not have seen this book, Maximize Your Minimum is a book that encourages all of us to start from where we are, because I feel like as young people we get very confused when starting, because we want to start whilst having everything figured out. You want your step A to Z to make sense, but sometimes it's never entirely so this book just urges you, wherever you are, whatever point you are, whether point A, point B, point C, you can start from there and continue building up slowly. When you're faithful with whatever is little, God is definitely in the works of building you up and making sure that whatever you have is going to amount to something greater. So please get yourself a copy and get to learn more about Maximize Your Minimum. So let's get right into today's conversation. So we have a theme for this year, for this season 4, and our theme for this season is from plan to practice. And this is because as I was thinking about this year and this season generally, I realized that sometimes we can get so caught up in, writing the vision boards, writing our plans for the year, writing, and sometimes we can get caught up and forget that even after we finish writing, there's more work to be done. Like, you need to start putting down the work. You need to start moving, not just writing it down. So that is what we'll be talking about this season 4. The next 10 episodes, that's what we'll be talking about. But now, before we get to the thick of the conversation, as I was thinking again about the first episode for this season, it took me back to something that I was thinking about late last year, around November, December, thereabout. And I decided, this is a very timely message to actually get to share with you guys. I'm sure probably some of you have heard about this message. It's actually from the Bible. It's actually from the book of, I think, Luke chapter 4, chapter 5. The story about the miraculous catch of fish. Yeah. So I'm just going to give a little bit of context for those who may not be familiar with the story, and then we'll get right into very great lessons that I'm sure are going to be very practical for you. So in the book of Luke, we read about Jesus. Jesus is, he's preaching to guys, and one day he's in Galilee, and he's up at the shore, and he decides, I want to preach now from this place. So he gets onto one of the boats of the fishermen who are there fishermen who are at that place. So he gets into one of the boats. This boat happens to be Simon Peter's. So he gets on the boat, he preaches to people, he preaches. And I mean, people go home, people are happy. Jesus has preached to them. They leave there feeling very, very happy. But then Jesus talks to Peter and tells him, you need to put down your net and put down your net in the water, in the sea, and get fish. And then Peter looks at Jesus and says, Jesus, we were here the whole night, we didn't get anything, but by your word, because you are Jesus, we are going to do that again. So what does Peter do? He takes his net, he goes, puts the net in the sea, and then miraculously he gets so many fish. So many fish get into that net that even the net is at the verge of breaking. He has to now call his friends to come and help him to take the net out of the water. And because the fish were a lot, like so many fish. And thinking about this story, it made me really reflect a lot and like wonder a lot, because I don't understand how, if Peter was a fisherman and Peter knew he was going to fish, how come his net was breaking? Is it that he was going to fish with a small net expecting that he's going to catch a few number of fish? Is it that he was not prepared? And this really made me think and really reflect a lot, and that is where our conversation for today will be based. Because even as we talk about practicing, sometimes our expectations can be what limits us to practice. Because sometimes when you look at our lives, we may be like this Peter. You keep on praying, you keep on asking God for something, you keep on, you're praying that, hey, God, give me this business opportunity, God, give me this job, God, give me this business deal. But are you well equipped to be a good steward of that job when it comes? Because if it were not for Peter's friends, probably the net would have broken. The fish, he would not have been able to catch fish. Sometimes we are like Peter. We pray, we do so many things, but our hearts are not positioned or are not aligned to receive the blessings we are looking for. So the whole idea or the whole message I want to bring out to you in this first episode, even as we continue planning for the year, even as we continue, dreaming big and doing everything that we need to do, it's very important to align our practices with what we expect. Because sometimes when you come to think of it, I think we kind of tend to limit ourselves. We kind of tend to limit God. But I think now this is a narrative that I want us to change, that even as we continue moving forward, even as we continue moving towards the months of the year, getting through with 2026, may we set our hearts may we set our tents to be able to receive that which God is giving. Is it a business opportunity? Is it a job? Is it, you name it, whatever you're waiting for. Make sure that you are well prepared. Don't be found off guard, because it's one thing to pray. It's one thing to pray, to think. But what happens when the opportunity comes? Yeah. And I had three reflection questions that I hope that you will get to think and just make you look at this thing in a different angle. The first question is, what net am I still using? Even as we continue thinking about our expectations for the year or the things that you want to do, what is that net that you're still using when the blessings come? The net may not be able to accommodate the blessings. You get what I'm saying? What net are you using? And by net, I don't necessarily mean a net. I mean, it can be, what skills are you trying? What skills do you have right now that when an opportunity comes, probably the skills may not be up to task to whatever blessing is coming your way? Number 2, am I asking God for more but structuring my life for less? Am I asking God, give me person A, God, give me person B, God, I need this person in my life. But the structure in your life is not making sense, because when the blessings come, you become like, you are not able to handle that which God has given you. That is question number 2. I hope you're writing these things down or just getting to think about them. Number 3, what will break if God answered fully? Sometimes I think we humans are funny, because sometimes we pray, but ni kama we are primary God, ni kama we are like, God, I'm asking for this big thing, but wacha tu my expectation iko at this level. What if God gives you everything that you have asked for? If God brings those people your way, if God gives you those opportunities, are you well equipped to handle those blessings, or will you be a bad steward of those blessings? Yeah. Because I think sometimes, another point is, sometimes we are only prepared to survive, we are only prepared to cope, we are only prepared to manage small outcomes. But I think now this is a call to us, to tell us that sometimes God is calling us to more. God is calling us to expand our tents. God is calling us to expand our tents, to be able to receive more. So as we keep on as we keep on going with the year, I pray that this message encourages you, that even as you plan, even as you practice, may you set your hearts to be able to receive that which God is giving you. Yeah, and this was a very short episode, and I hope this has blessed you. I hope this has encouraged you. I hope this has challenged you, that even as you keep on praying, make sure you don't limit God. And not limiting God, sometimes, we can even limit ourselves. We speak of limiting God, but sometimes we also limit ourselves. So I pray that this will not be abortion, that you will not limit yourself, that you will not limit God, and that you're going to prepare your tents to receive that which God is going to give you in the year of 2026. So have a lovely day, have a lovely afternoon, have a lovely morning, whatever time you're watching us, and see you on the next episode. Bye.